Hello everybody, I am Epic Golden Freddy and welcome to a quick video or a quick recap on my MissionVerse War. So for this one, me and the me and my artist or basically my OC Golden are going to make a quick recap on the story for any newcomers who are just now joining in and I'm like, what? The first episode of the mission verse is just be finishing the mission, where Green from obviously finished the mission, but I'm just gonna say FTM just to make it easier, sees that he has two extra crewmates or two extra crew members than how finished the mission would have usually gone with. There's Lime and then there's Purple. Now, throughout the entire mashup, Green starts realizing that his crew members are slowly dying faster, and he's trying to get to the bottom of it, but at the end of the day, Green then realizes that one of his own crew members is about to get tossed into lava thanks to Purple from Just Be Watching You or JB WU. So Green manages to save Lime just by punching him into lava, and from that point forward, Polis starts to the entire place of Polis decides to get messy and decides to get broken in half because for some reason the entire universe um has decided to or the entire universe decided to get itself broken by some random force that will be shown within the next couple of mashups ahead. And then Green out of the blue receives a random watch that allows him to travel through time and reality. Yeah, so he uses that because right after he jumps into a random portal, which there's no time set dial or anything, he just presses it, a portal opens, and he can jump right through. But after he jumps through, Polis then explodes because I think Purple still have a reactor before he got himself punched into lava. And then that is where the next mashup goes or starts off afterwards. An imposter finishes the Sky's Eyes history, where Green manages to get himself flung into Mirror HQ from taking the portal that he jumped into, and he sees his brothers Black from Sky's Eyes and White from Reigns of History, and two newcomers that are Blue and Orange from An Imposter Calls. No, Golden. How does it go? How does it go again? I know that after Green gets there, did he throw him out or something? Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense now. Alright, thank you. But basically, at the end of the entire mashup, Black, White, Green, and Blue all throw out Orange because Orange is an imposter. So they throw him out the balcony in Mirror HQ. And then after that massacre happened, we get into the aftermath, or yeah, after that happens, actually, um, you get to actually see the villain of the entire story that I got laid out so far. That which being Toy Bonnie animations. Now, why I had him as the villain, you'll see why soon. But you're gonna wait a lot longer for that to happen. Anyways, um, after Toy Bonnie sees that this universe is now or after he sees that this universe exists, he then he gets a little intrigued by it, but also doesn't have time for it because he's doing with SC scenario, And I'm just gonna say this out of the blue, and once and for all, is this universe connected to Essie's war? And my answer is no. Cause I've seen the aftermath of that war. He dies, so that would make no sense of where this even connects to. Honestly, sucks, but also for me it just makes sense for me not to include it at all. Because it would be confusing of where to place it anywhere during the entire SC war scenario. So for now, this is not canon to his war. It's its own separate thing that I wanted to do for fun. Now, after Toy Bonnie sees this universe is now growing into its random cracked void problem, he somehow notices the wolf from I don't know how to say his name. Samies? I don't know how you say it. Golden, you can go and throw up the image because I can't remember what the name of how you describe it is. Thank you. So after he sees the wolf somehow in his giant void, he hires the wolf to be a scout or a spy to see if any like buildup starts happening. So that way Toy Bunny might get intrigued and then try to see if he can try to mess him up. Considering again, he's the villain. He needs to figure it out what he wants to do with it before like they figure out how to fix this universe charade. And then we head into the giant meeting of Mirror HQ. Don't worry, I have the playlist up so I don't forget. But basically, basically the four crew members who survived the last mashup, they all discuss on how to like make their own base because they don't know if this universe is gonna crack along with Polis because Polis exploded as soon as Green entered his own portal. After some discussion after that and whatnot, Green finally makes the decision that like, oh, he has a friend who can help us out try to make our own base because they would be here on Mira, but reactor could blow up at any second. But the warning of setting off reactor still is there. So if any imposter tries to set it off, they would have an entire meltdown, and the entire place would slowly but surely like crumble from beneath, and then proceed to fall straight to the ground, wherever that is. Am I doing a good job, Golden? Okay. Green sets out to find this friend of his and proceeds to come back with him after he finds the person. And so he sets off, and then the three of them, or that being black, white, and blue, they all decide to try and see if there's any kind of like clues as to how they could fix this universe charade while also trying to deal, or also while just trying to chill at Mira for now. I'm gonna ignore the small war intermission just because there's not much to talk about from that point. But if you want to see all of these, just look in the playlist that I have on the channel for it. And then we now finally go to the recent mix that I have made for this war so far. United the Love We Stand. Now, after flying through after flying through the portal for 30 minutes straight, which for when he got onto Mira was like 20. But anyway, Green finally manages to get to the area that he wants to be in to see if he can find his supposed friend. And from that, he notices some distant gunfire and explosions in the background somewhere. He wanders through this destroyed like no man's land area, and then he sees the friend he's looking for. My own custom OC of Black from United We Stand, which I got approved, which actually plenty of people from the Among Us community actually liked the design of it for. But he Black Black is facing against Loki. Well, well, we all know who Loki is, so there's no point for me to discuss it. But basically, why they're fighting in the first place? I mean, not Green. Black had a entire mission to capture an area that held his friends hostage, but thanks to the whole universe like corrupting itself and breaking apart and leaking everywhere. Don't take it out of context. Don't. But basically, thanks to the entire universe breaking itself apart, Loki manages to blow up the entire place and try to rule it all. And then World War II happens, except Loki's the main villain and ain't Hitler. There are plenty of countless deaths, and the only two people standing were Black and Loki. And at the end of the mashup, Black manages to finally get rid of Loki by shooting him in the face. And yes, freaking armor that Loki has, apparently, it's bulletproof, but that's the actual visor. And after Black kills Loki, he notices Green in the distance is hiding behind some rocks. They discuss for a while, and then finally Green explains to Black the scenario of the universe breaking in half. And the last thing for this MissionVerse war was Green telling Black that he could fly through portals, and yet he's never flown a plane before, so that's one bad thing for him, I guess. After that, Green and Black jump right back into the portal, hopefully on their way to Mirror HQ. And that's the entire recap for the MissionVerse war. Now, in terms of this updates alone, I can tell that you guys are probably wondering when the next one probably is. And I'm taking my time. I'm trying to figure out what mashup to fall on with it. Cause I'm not gonna post a random never intermission video. I want it to be a bit different. And I think I've shown the what is it? A small sneak peek for what the next MissionVerse war is gonna be. Right, Golden? Alright. But basically, I will work on another mix. Right now I'm just trying to figure out the right time to work on it, but at the same time the right time to actually continue it. Cause like I've been busy with my own like personal stuff and whatnot. And also considering the fact that I've been uploading a bit much on the Golden Blaster channel, it's quite confusing it's a bit hard for me to not stop uploading videos for that channel alone, which is why I'm taking a small break from uploading videos on that one. So, yeah, that's basically it. But expect the next war video soon, but not right now, basically. And in time of recording this, it's about to be the end of the weekend. So probably expect a mashup around next week or the week afterwards. That's around the time my birthday is, and I gotta work on the mix for that one. Shit. But yeah, that's all I got for now. That is the entire MissionVerse recap along with the updates on this channel alone. And yeah, I think that's it. So, subscribe if you want, like if you want, check out my mashups if you want, and me and Golden will go and see you guys next time. So, peace out and stay golden.